Good morning, everyone. Welcome back to Coffee and Headlines, our morning get-together live here on Facebook, where we take a look at headlines from our city, state, and country. We take a look at your questions, ideas, and suggestions. We combine all this information and we put it to good use as a community of English-speaking locals living here in Puerto Vallarta. Today is September 14. It is Thursday. It is National Charro Day. There's going to be a parade at 11 o'clock in the morning. There's going to be a great music appreciation presentation by yours truly in the afternoon. And then, of course, tomorrow we celebrate our independence. I hope everybody's doing good. I am doing very good, I think. Yes, I'm doing very good. I had a lovely dinner with friends last night, and it's family. It's my family of choice. We had dinner together last night, and it is just so nurturing to get together with dear and close friends. As always, if you're watching live for the first time, I'd like to welcome everyone, but if you're watching live for the first time, please let us know and we'll give you a nice little welcome. All you have to do is write the word new in your comment. If you're watching later on YouTube, please support what we do by subscribing, hitting the button, and by hitting the like button. Subscribe, the other way around. You know the drill. And of course, I'm seeing that some people are having birthdays. Congratulations. I'll take a look at your comments in a second. I did catch Albert's birthday. Happy birthday, Albert. If you need help blowing your candle, I can help with that. Let's get started with the news. Most of the news today have to do with the celebrations between the Charro Day parade that will take place at 11 o'clock in the morning and the Mexican independence celebrations that will take place tomorrow and Saturday. The city begins restricting vehicular traffic through El Centro starting today. This means that driving through the city is probably not going to be a good idea. This also means that public transportation, buses traveling into town through the city will only reach as far as the Miguel Hidalgo Park. And if you're heading northbound from Emiliano Zapata, you will have to take a Libramiento bus. This will continue until Saturday when the parade takes place in the morning, and will probably resume to normality by Saturday afternoon. And of course, in order to be able to enjoy a safe celebration, the state government, the government of Jalisco, reminds us of the following. If you will be attending the celebrations, please don't bring any sticks, any knives, any stones, any aerosols, any weapons, any umbrellas, any objects that may obstruct visibility to others, and objects that could present any risk. Of course, drinking and driving is never a good idea, and neither is drinking out in public for that matter. As is traditional, the Independence Day Parade in Mexico City will include an aerial display by Mexico's armed forces. As such, all flights to Mexico City's International Airport will be suspended on Saturday from 9:15 in the morning to 1:30 in the afternoon. Once the military parade is over, flights will resume normally. If you were planning on flying to Mexico City, check with your airline. And I've mentioned this before, September 19 is a date that makes us Mexicans rather queasy because a number of catastrophic earthquakes have coincidentally taken place in Mexico on that date over the past few decades. It's a spooky coincidence, if you ask me. And now President López Obrador has announced that a nationwide earthquake drill will take place on that precise day, which makes things maybe better, maybe worse. I really don't know, but it'll happen, and details will be forthcoming. Nothing is set in stone just yet. He just talked about it during his morning press conference. What's going on with the weather? Let's have a quick look at Snarky Weatherman just to see what's going on. Water buffalo nipples, it's sunny, says Carrot Weather. Okay, it is 30 degrees already. Humidity is at 73%. Our Fahrenheit temperature is 86 degrees. And our weather forecast says that today we'll enjoy clear skies in the morning with thunderstorms in the afternoon, a chance of rain of 23%, a high of 33 and a low of 25. Then Friday, tomorrow, mostly clear skies in the morning with thunderstorms in the afternoon, a chance of rain of 60%, a high of 33 and a low of 26. That's not a good weather forecast for being out in the town waiting for fireworks. And on Saturday, we can expect mostly cloudy skies in the morning with thunderstorms in the afternoon, a chance of rain of 85%, a high of 32, and a low of 25. And Brian is telling me we cannot see the weather. Well, I guess I forgot to push that button, didn't I? Here's the weather. Sorry. Moving right along. Ay, Dios mío. Okay, so I didn't put the weather on the screen. I had to do something weird this week, didn't I? Moving right along, I have to tell you something funny. Yesterday, we discussed the truth behind the Niños Héroes and how we are told by books that they plunged into the abyss from Chapultepec Castle rather than being captured by the armed forces from the United States. And of course, we know this not to be true. But this morning, one of the national papers was grumbling about some memes that people are publishing, allegedly being disrespectful of the memory of the Niños Héroes. One such meme was this video from RuPaul's Drag Race, and this one says, "The other Niños Héroes watching Juan Escutia wrap himself with the flag and plunging into the abyss." I say to that, get over it. We know it wasn't true. What's insulting is that the government continues to honor and celebrate a story that is not even true to begin with. But that's just me. I think watching Juan Escutia do a split on the stage of RuPaul's Drag Race is a lot more entertaining. Oh, and I forgot to tell you yesterday, the flag that supposedly Juan Escutia used to wrap himself around with and plunge into the abyss with, well, it was stolen by the United States government, and it was not recovered until the government of José López Portillo, a president of Mexico. I think he was president in the 80s or the 90s. Moving right along, let's say that tomorrow you want to stay home, you don't want to go out to the celebrations, and you want to just chill at home. How can you partake on the festivities? Well, fortunately, The evening festivities tomorrow night, as well as the military parade on Saturday morning, are televised on just about every Mexican television channel, and I'm sure you'll be able to enjoy them online as well. One of the highlights of the events that will take place tomorrow night includes a concert at the Zócalo by Café Tacuba, which is one of Mexico's most respected, most popular rock bands. So that should be a lot of fun. And of course, the traditional Grito de Independencia will start at 11:30 at night. Changing the channel a little bit, a new taqueria is opening tonight in downtown Pitillal. It is called Taqueria Los Rayos, or the Lightnings. I know nothing about the taqueria, but I figure if it's tacos and it's in Pitillal, it's gotta be good. So in case you're out and about, they're gonna have their opening celebration tonight at 8. Oh, tomorrow. I'm sorry, my bad. Tomorrow at 8 a.m. So maybe a shopping trip to downtown Pitillal is in order over the weekend. And this is still over a month away, but I just learned that our friend Susana Mani will be offering an introduction to tarot presentation on Wednesday, October 25th at the Annex Studio and Gallery at the Witchery Salon. I recently heard from a friend of mine that she is learning tarot cards, so I thought I would throw this into the mix just in case anybody else is interested in learning tarot cards. And before we get into chit-chat mode, I am happy to announce that this idea of doing encore music appreciation presentations is working. I have been contacted by a couple of people that told me that they're coming into town and they want to see the Tony Bennett. So the Tony Bennett has been rescheduled as an encore presentation. I will have details about that tomorrow or Saturday at latest. And this brings us to our chit chat section. What are you planning to do for Mexican independence celebrations? Please put it on your comments so that we can see and make suggestions if necessary. Lots of good mornings, and those are great to read. It is great to see you. Let's see. There it is. Birthday Central here today. Another turn around the sun, says Albert. I say happy birthday, Albert. May you have an awesome birthday. Let's see what else we have. Do-de-do-do-do. Aha. Howdy, you all. Haha, from Mile High, Denver. The howdy reminds me of some of the research that I've already started doing on my country music presentation. It's been a lot of fun, and I look forward to that. Your dinner last night looked amazing, and I'm sure it tasted absolutely amazing. It was absolutely wonderful. A dear friend of mine who took the chiles rellenos class with Carmen Porras delighted us with some homemade chiles rellenos, and it was absolutely delicious. And I got to spend time with both Logan and Mrs. Logan, his mom, who has been in town to look after him and who takes off today. And of course, it is always a pleasure to spend time with them. And Logan, by the way, is doing very well. If you haven't seen him out and about in the city, his recovery is really, really, really good. Let's see. Boom, 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 badam, bam, chukabuga, boom. There's a reminder here, or remind me. Is it necessary to have a Costco membership in order to purchase items? Thanks for feedback. The answer is yes. If you don't have a Costco membership card, you cannot purchase anything at Costco. Now, if you're asking if you have to have a Mexican Costco card, as I understand it, the answer is no. As long as you have a Costco card from anywhere, you can shop here at the local Costco. And if you don't, well, there's plenty of us that have Costco cards. So there you have it. I love it. We can't see the weather. We'll take those shades off, Brian. That was my bad. I forgot to push this button so that we could all see the weather. But, you know, sometimes I think that my thumb has a lot of reach, and sometimes I'm wrong. Uh, that's snarky. Glad you didn't pick your nose as we were watching you instead of the weather. Well, I have a little itty bitty monitor. I try to keep the nose picking and scratching to the minimum. Oh, sad news. My Facebook was hacked last night. It is fixed. I do apologize for any of you that are my Facebook friends that might have gotten some rather strange messages from someone saying they were me. It's never a bad idea. I'm glad that you were able to recover it, Karen. It's never a bad idea to just update our passwords of all the websites we use regularly from time to time. I have a nice little reminder on my to-do application to do that every few weeks. Ba-dum-bum-bum, ba-da-dum-bum-bum-bum-bum. Oh, thank you for that, Ben. Tony Bennett's presentation was excellent. Thank you, Paco, of course. Well, let me see if I can very quickly whip out my calendar in case the person that wanted to see the Tony Bennett encore. Let me see. Why do I have so many things on my schedule? Good Lord. The Tony Bennett encore presentation will be on October 24. That's the date. And again, I will be updating the flyers and whatnot over the weekend. Let's see. Thank you so much for confirming what I thought I already knew. You can use a U.S. Costco card in Mexico. Thank you for that. Boom, 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 boom. Oh, Pat, you met Mrs. Logan. Yes, she is a sweet, sweet, sweet lady. And Mr. Logan is also quite lovely. And I understand they're coming back for Thanksgiving. So this is a good thing. And this, I think, brings us to the end of our broadcast. Yes, I think we've gotten to the end of your comments, which means that it is time for me to put my finishing details on my afternoon presentation, which I'm truly jazzed about. We will have our own private Mexican independence celebration. I understand some friends have considered bringing tequila for everybody to drink. How innovative is that? I love it. I love it. So this is it. It's time to get going. Thank you very much for joining me this morning and every morning. Thank you for your comments, your suggestions, and your support. It means a lot to Luna and me. Luna and I, Luna and me. I'm going to go look that up. In the meantime, have a great day, and I'll see you soon.